Hello everyone, and welcome back to Langmaster Global. I'm Lucy. Do you ever feel like you know many words, but you still get stuck in a real conversation? Well, that is because we don't speak in single words, we actually speak in phrases. So today, we will learn 25 short phrases you need every day. Let's start with phrase number 1. Keep in touch. This means to maintain contact with someone after you part ways. You use this when saying goodbye to a friend or colleague. It was great seeing you again. Keep in touch. See, this is another way to say bye-bye, but much more natural and warm. Moving to take it easy. You use it when someone is stressed or when you are leaving. Listen to this example carefully. Don't work too hard today. Take it easy. This creates a very chill and comfortable vibe. It makes you sound very laid back. Now, this one is super interesting. You never know. This means anything is possible, even if it seems unlikely. Use this when you want to express hope or uncertainty. I probably won't win, but hey, you never know. This phrase carries a feeling of optimism. Remember to shrug your shoulders when you say it. Next up is that makes sense. This means you understand and agree with someone's explanation. Here's a situation at work. I see why we changed the plan. That makes sense. It validates the other person's opinion and is much better than just saying, okay. Let's look at I hear you. This means I understand your feelings or I agree with you. Use this when someone is complaining or sharing an opinion. Picture your friend complaining about traffic. Traffic is terrible today. Yeah, I hear you. This makes the speaker feel heard and respected. That's for sure. This means you completely agree with the statement. Example time. English pronunciation is tricky. That's for sure. It is a great alternative to I agree. It keeps the conversation energy high. Similar to that, the next phrase is you said it. This also means I totally agree with you. It is very common in American slang. It's boiling hot out here. Whew, you said it. This is casual and creates a bond between speakers. Next up is hang in there. Use this to encourage someone who is struggling. For example, if a student is tired of studying. I know exams are hard, but hang in there. This phrase is full of care and encouragement. It's like giving someone a mental hug. Next is you've got this. Americans love using this to hype up their friends. Use this right before someone does something difficult. Before a job interview, you can say, don't be nervous, you've got this. This phrase boosts confidence instantly. It's short, punchy, and very effective. Keep it up. This means continue doing the good work. If your child is cleaning their room, say, great job with the cleaning, keep it up. It motivates people to stay consistent. Or we can say, you're almost there. This means you are close to finishing a task. It's perfect for long projects or workouts. Don't stop running, you're almost there. This creates a sense of anticipation and excitement. It gives people that final push of energy. This one is about time, around the corner. This means something is happening very soon. I can't believe Christmas is just around the corner. This phrase builds excitement. Remember that it's an idiom, so don't look for a literal corner. The next phrase involves speed, in no time. This means very quickly or very soon. I'll fix your computer in no time. It tells the listener they don't have to wait long. It sounds professional in customer service too. It's about time. This means something finally happened after a long wait. If your friend arrives late, you might say, you're finally here, it's about time. Be careful, this can sound sarcastic. Use a smile to keep it friendly. Without a smile, it sounds like a complaint. The next one is day by day. This means gradually or one day at a time. How is your broken leg? It's getting better day by day. This phrase is calm and patient. It's very common in health and recovery contexts. Sooner or later. This means something will definitely happen eventually. Use this to talk about inevitable future events. Example, you'll have to tell him the truth sooner or later. It implies that you cannot avoid the truth forever. It's often used in giving advice. The next phrase is a little tricky, good for you. This means congratulations or well done. I just got a promotion. Wow, good for you. Warning here, friends, tone of voice is very important here. If you say it flatly, it sounds jealous or sarcastic. So say it with high energy to be sincere. The next phrase is don't mention it. This is a polite way to say you're welcome. Thanks for the ride. Oh, don't mention it. This is very casual and humble. It means the favor was so small it's not worth talking about. Next up is good to know. This means that information is useful to me. Use this when you learn something new or helpful. The store closes at 9 p.m. Ah, good to know. This keeps the conversation moving smoothly. It acknowledges the information without being too formal. It's a great filler phrase for beginners. We're getting there. This means we're making progress but are not finished yet. Use this when a task is taking a long time. Is the project done? Not yet, but we're getting there. It's better than saying, no, it's not done. Similar to that is, we're making progress. This is a clearer statement that things are moving forward. My English isn't perfect, but we're making progress. This phrase focuses on the improvement, not the errors. It's a great mindset for learners. Just in case. This means doing something as a precaution. Take an umbrella just in case it rains. This phrase shows you are prepared. Use this when preparing for a possible problem. The next one is, by the way. This is used to introduce a new subject in conversation. Use this when you suddenly remember something. See you later. Oh, by the way, did you call mom? This is the most common transition phrase in English. In texting, we often write BTW. For the record, this means I want this to be clearly known. Use this when stating a strong fact or opinion. I did not eat your cake, for the record. This phrase can be serious or funny. It adds emphasis to your statement. It comes from legal language but is used daily. And we have to be honest. This signals that you are going to speak your true opinion. Use this before saying something that might be negative or personal. To be honest, I didn't like the movie. This builds trust with the listener. It prepares them for a candid statement. Thank you so much for watching our video today. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more useful lessons. I'm Lucy from Langmaster Global. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.